literally have a similar skirt version of this, and I literally changed it the last second.
That would have been so funny.
And we already share birthdays. Happy belated birthday as well.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, did you have a good one?
I did. How about you?
Me too. Yes, my daughter threw me a picnic. It was adorable.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
oh, I love it.
yeah. You just got back from Europe, right?
I did.
Yeah, you're touring over there. How are country? It's like a thing that I think people don't know about, but people love country music in Europe.
They are the sweetest fans. They are, I love them. I'm obsessed with them. They love like the whole album, not just, you know, the songs that they hear on the radio.
Yeah.
But some of them make fun of my accent.
Well,
yeah.
that happens to me too.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't I had this guy in Switzerland who didn't know English. He was trying to take me to the grocery store and I saw cheese balls. Yeah. And he couldn't hear anything that I was saying, and he goes, huh, cheese balls.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that what I sound like?
Yes.
But other than that,
it is what we sound like.
I know,
but
what
it's
happened?
okay.
It's
where we're from.
Fine.
Yeah, your accent's weird. No, but you're playing Grand Ole Opry for a special reason coming up, right?
Yeah, we're celebrating Loretta Lynn. It's the 100th year of the Grand Ole Opry, and I get to be a part of celebrating Loretta.
What a person to get to celebrate.
I know.
Yeah.
I've loved her forever. Oh, there we are on the Opry.
Did you do something with Patty Loveless? That was the Loretta song? Didn't y'all do something?
I wrote a song called Dear Miss Loretta, just as a
okay,
letter.
that's how it was. Yeah.
And I had asked Patty to be on one of my records, and she said, well, I would love to be on your records, but can I be on that song that you wrote for Loretta because I'm her cousin? And I was like, what? She's like a distant cousin of Loretta.
I just found that out
yes,
right now.
I know. I was shocked. But
I didn't know that, but I'm a huge Patty fan.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we got to sing that song together. She was
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also, I heard that you're the only person, I think, that's been welcomed into the Grand Ole Opry by Dolly Parton.
No big deal.
What
right?
the hell? Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, there it is.
I was like, that's maybe the coolest person ever to invite you into the Grand Ole Opry.
How
did you find out?
Me. Yeah, so you get an invitation, usually on the Grand Ole Opry stage, but mine happened during the pandemic. So they told me that I was doing a commercial for Dollywood, which I used to work at Dollywood, so I thought that was like the coolest thing
I love
ever.
Dollywood.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And I heard little heels coming down the hall, and I thought, oh, Dolly's gonna do this commercial with me. This is awesome. And then she invited me to be a member of the Opry. And it's kind of like that moment, the only thing I can describe it as is like when you're about to get like engaged and you know that the guy's like about to get down on one knee and you're like, I was like, Dolly, just tell me now it's the Opry. Like I could feel it.
Yeah.
And I fell to my knees and she slapped me on my back pretty hard. And she was like, well, you can't do it.
She's a tough little fairy.
Yes. Like, oh my God.
She's little but mighty.
Yes, but I mean, it was the sweetest, most special, especially me working at Dollywood, like full circle moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very shocked though, not being on the Opry stage.
Yeah. Well, the last time Carly was here, she spoke about her health scare. She was diagnosed with a heart condition called recurrent, is it pericarditis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I'm saying it right. So now she's part of a campaign to raise awareness, because it's something that I had never heard of before you mentioned it.
Me either.
But is it something like, I read it, is it like 45,000 people a year are diagnosed with this?
And I had never heard of it either. I just thought, oh, chest pain. When I started having these chest pains, I was dismissed by so many doctors saying, oh, you're fine, it's anxiety, your vitals look fine.
You have to be such a self-advocate.
Oh my, and that's my whole big thing here is just to raise awareness. You know your body better than anybody. And I would have these chest pains that felt so debilitating, and I only got relief when I was kind of bent over like this, but like laying down, it was really, really bad. And I found out it was recurrent pericarditis.
That's so frustrating to not know. And then everybody keep going, oh, it's probably just your stress.
Yes. Yeah. And for a long time, I just was like, okay, well, and you know, it's really frustrating to just not feel like yourself and know.
And terrifying to not know why. That's something you don't want to go wrong in the general area of your heart.
Like, I would like to keep my heart healthy, thank you.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really cool thing, and you're part of this campaign, right?
Yes, it's called Life Disrupted. And for me, I'm a young, healthy, active person who takes care of themselves, but this has happened to me, and I just want to raise awareness for anybody who is dealing with any kind of heart issue or just health in general to be your biggest advocate.
Doesn't that kind of just piss you off? You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and
I'm
then
like,
it's
I run.
What? You're like, I'm the I have a friend like this, and like she's the healthiest person ever, and it's like, wait, what happened to you?
Yeah,
I would be so mad.
I definitely have been mad. I have to be honest. When I'm going through a flare, I can't run or I can't exercise, and it's. I mean,
you're on tour right now? Like, how is that when you're performing? That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, when you're going through like a bad flare, it's really tough.
Yeah, because these are big songs and you're singing them every night. Yeah.
When they want your heart rate to stay below something, you're like, have you heard these songs? Like, my heart rate is way above that just standing here singing.
Oh my God, me being awake, my heart rate is going crazy. I'm ADHD. But this is a very cool thing that you're a part of, and especially a lot of people don't self-advocate and they just listen and go, okay, I guess nothing's wrong. I guess it's, you know, stress. It's a very cool thing you're doing. And everybody, you can also see Carly Pearce on tour this summer with, great tour, by the way, with Cody Johnson and Little Big Town. That's one hell of a show.
I get to play a bunch of shows with my friends, which is so fun.
I think that's the coolest thing about country music, man. You go to shows and you see so many different people you love sharing the stage, going on and off. That's a very cool thing. That's a great lineup. For more information, everybody, on recurrent pericarditis and life disrupted, head to our Insta story right now.